This one comes from Linda in Baton Rouge. I got my papers here. Hi, Dad. We need your help. We went to Disney World every year within the first 2 weeks of May and had reasonable crowds. This year, we weren't even able to book a room. After research, we see that there's a cheerleading competition the weekend before our dates and the weekend after. We will be going to the parks Monday through Friday. Will these competitions affect park crowds? Based on yours and other crowd calendars, it doesn't seem so. I've read the All-Stars and Coronado resorts will be booked by the teams. We just aren't sure if we should change going and stay off the grounds or if the parks are going to be extremely packed. Should we stay or should we go? Thanks so much for your expertise and help. Okay, if you don't recognize... Should I stay or should I go? So, yeah, that's Clash with Should I Stay or Should I Go? The Clash with Should I Stay or Should I Go? Actually, I probably should have played Bobby McFerrin's Don't Worry, Be Happy instead. This is something, you have been there. If you've been that time in May, you have been there during cheerleader competitions. They've been going on for like 10 years during that time. So you already know what the crowds are going to be like in the parks. It's not going to be much of a factor. This is why Disney does these competitions when they do them. It's like the Pop Warner in December. It's this competition in May. Those are slower times of the year. So Disney kind of tries to bump up the things like the hotels. They get more people there by bringing in these competitions. Do they affect the parks? They can. Typically, it's the Magic Kingdom that gets affected the most. The other parks, not so much. But when the kids are there for the competitions, they're there for the competitions. They spend a lot of time practicing. They spend a lot of time performing. They go to the performances where other people are performing because they're looking at the other teams to see what they're doing. So they're not really there. There might be a day or so where some of them go to the parks, but they're there more for the competitions. Now, yes, it does book up the rooms at the hotels. And that's not unusual that some of the hotels get booked. In fact, a lot of the hotels. That's the purpose. That's why they do them. But as to massive crowds in the parks, we don't expect it. We haven't seen it. They've done these competitions for years. Yes, sometimes in the evenings, it can get a little rowdy. They like to have fun. They like to celebrate a little bit. So they can be a little noisy, but it's not bad. It's not anything to worry about. Go. You're not. If you go every year in May, you won't notice anything different because it's just the same as it's been every year. All right, so